What is up, ladies and gentle nerds? It's your boy Graham, also known as HamHocks42 on the internet, and today we are taking a look at the deck that we built in the most recent episode of the Rogue Deck Workshop number 4, which was Mardu, where we put that together, and we are rolling it out and taking it for a spin. So let's see how it goes. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now let's get to the gameplay. Mutate. The whole goal is Veto and Snapdax, getting those two together to do something beautiful. All right, let's make it happen. No ether. Ooh, 99% mythic. Very cool. Congratulations. Let's go. If I can help push you into the numbers, well, I'm happy to help. All right, don't like that hand. This is a little bit better. A little bit better, not a lot. Go ahead and let one Batra go. All right, the Temple of Silence in the opening turn 1 here is going to help. If that's not a land, yep, not a land. You get gone. Because we need lands. Bottom line, just need lands. All right, so what I'm thinking here, excellent. It's a Hushbringer on 2. That's pretty darn good. So the fact that they're running the Clover, we're looking at an adventure deck. That's not good for us. Yeah, Beanstalk Giant, go ahead and ramp for days. That's a thing. Yeah. I don't know if the Hushbringer is going to be doing much for us other than be a flyer with lifelink, which is really what it's in this deck for. So that's not a problem, per se. All right, there we go. And so next turn, we are going to have access to either cast Batra, which is a distinct option. Just putting Batra down as a creature, or we can throw Cub Warden down, potentially on our Selfless Savior, which could be solid. It looks like our opponent has, I'm guessing, Stomp in hand, and they wanted to wait for a better target for it, which I can appreciate. They're not wrong. Ooh, Brazen Borrower. Yeah, that's fine. That can resolve. Ooh, and never mind. They waited till my end step. That way I couldn't recast myself as Savior. That's what they were doing. That was a slick move. You know what? Yeah, respect for that. All right. Escape to the Wild, doing some stuff. That's actually really good here. So hitting Escape to the Wild before they hit their land drop, being able to dump 2 lands. They now have Stomp on board, ready to go. That's not ideal. Not gonna lie, that is just 100% not ideal. So let's go ahead and throw out Selfless Savior. And Necropanther. So I'm going to go ahead and put Necropanther down because what we can do here is we can mutate on top of Necropanther in order to pull back our Selfless Savior onto the battlefield. So that's my thought. So if they try to stomp them, yep. Crack the Selfless Savior. That's going to resolve. Yeah, next stomp's just coming straight at our face. Yep, that's what I expected. Okay, that's fine. Guess who's over it? This guy. All right. So we haven't seen Veto yet. We haven't seen Snapdax yet. Neither of that's... I mean, those aren't good. We're also stuck on 4 lands, which is a bad spot to be when we have Botcher in our hand. Because I really want to get Botcher down. And then I really want to mutate on top of it. And that Lucky Clover is going to be a real problem. Although, fortunately, all of those cards that they got off Escape to the Wilds will be disappearing this turn. Excuse me. All right. Necropanther's getting bounced. All right, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. Okay, cool. And fortunately for us, because the way that that's stacked was they hit us with the original Brazen Borrower, which was the actual card. Then a copy was created that's on the stack first. I only had 1 permanent they could target, so the copy resolved first, bouncing it back up to my hand, which then countered the OG, which is pretty fun. And that's why Brazen Borrower is now just chilling in the bin. All right, Bootnipper. Bootnipper. I'm going to give you Death Touch, because I like it when Bootnipper has Death Touch. That's nice. So then I have 1 adventure, and it just so happens to be the one that we didn't want them to have. I mean, they only had 1 card in hand. We didn't even know that it was an adventure. I just assumed. Yikes. Yeah, this all didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. All right. So what I'm thinking here is we need to get Batra online, and then we need to mutate on top of it pretty quickly. It's going to be quickly enough. No, it's not. Well, I'll just throw it down. I should wait until my opponent's end step, but even then, nah, because it needs to block something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead here. Yeah, Teamer Adventures, as it turns out, pretty solid. Generally speaking, when you have Simic in your color combination, you're probably going to win games. Yep. Yeah, you know what? We've seen enough. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game. Let's see if we can actually, let's see if we can win one with this deck and let this deck shine. That's really what we're here to see, right? All right, let's roll this out one more time. Let's go. Let's make this happen. Maybe it's a bit of a mistake to take a new brew into the Mythic queue, but you know what? I believe in this. I believe in this brew. We can make this happen. All right, we got Boot Nipper and we got Cub Warden, and more importantly, we have the mana to cast both of them. If we can draw into a Snapdax, we are going to be in business. Yeah, Triumph, down, go, make it happen. Make it happen immediately. And we have 5 land in hand, which means there's a very good chance we'll be able to mutate Batra on curve. That's money. I want that. I want that. I want it now. All right. Swamp. The Boot Nipper. Giving it Death Touch. Hopefully that's going to deter our opponent from swinging at us for a little bit. We do have one more turn, unfortunately, before we're going to be mutating it. All right, that's annoying. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and accept that is our fate here. Snappy, my dog. I mean, you're a cat, but Snappy, my cat, what up? All right, so Snapdax is going to be coming down right on turn 4. Because in this situation, we need a double striker on the board. That is going to help slow their roll significantly. And I love slowing my opponent's rolls significantly. So, there we go. And once we mutate the Cub Warden onto it next turn, it's going to get lifelink. So as it starts pinging off their stuff, we're going to be gaining life at double the rate that we normally would. So that's fantastic. Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to put Cub Warden over top. That way, if we do get... Our opponent knew what was going down. Now we're talking. That's what's up. Right there. That is 100% what's up. Even the idea of our deck was too scary for that one. All right. There we go. That was a nice palate cleanser from the last matchup. Okay, cool. Let's go. FFF lockers. FF flockers. FF flockers? FFF flockers? Flockers? I'm assuming there's a joke in there that I'm not getting because I'm incredibly ignorant. All right. I want to hit the Alseid on 1. I'm going to hit the Temple on 2. So we're going to be missing out on the Boot Nipper, but we are going to be able to hit Veto on 3. I think that's the right angle for us. Also, I'm seeing the... Ooh, another Temple. All right. Don't need another Alseid. I'd rather have an untapped land, actually. That would be ideal. If we do need to miss Veto on 3, I mean, we can make it work. I mean, we have the planes, so we can for sure get him down. Going up against a mono white life gain deck. All right, this will be interesting. This will definitely be interesting. Oh man, I wish you were a swamp. I wish any one of these was a swamp, actually. All right, you know what? It's more important that we get Snapdax online than Veto at first. And we can do this. Do I want this to be Lifelink or Death Touch? Which do we want? I think I want Lifelink, actually. Actually, no. I want Death Touch because there's a very good chance that Hushbringer is going to have more counters on it than we think is strictly reasonable by our next turn, and I want to be able to have an option to take it down. Because I need to kill that Hushbringer next turn, and I plan to, one way or another. Well, that one way is going to be Snapdax. Hallowed Priest, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Ooh, alright. Oh, so it's an Ajani's. It's a what? It's just another Ajani's Pridemate? There are 2 Ajani Pridemates that are legal? Get out of here. I had no idea that existed. And Speaker of the Heavens, man. My opponent's busting out all the hits. I gotta respect him for that. Do I not have the mana for this? Oh yeah, it needs 1 more. Oh well, that's fine. That's right. Cub Warden on the Boot Nippa. Alright, so that's a 3/5 life-linking Death Toucher with 2 friends. 2 little kitty friends. I love those kitty friends. And we are going to go ahead and swing with said Death-touching lifelinker. Seems good. Seems good. Not going to lie. I respect this. I respect this a lot. Alright, now unfortunately with Cub Warden on the Death Toucher, putting Snapdax on top of the Cub Warden or even tucking under the Cub Warden is something that we could do if we can hit a land drop untapped. We just need 1 land untapped. That's it. We have the mana that we need for Snapdax. We just need something untapped. You know, we could play Castle Locthwain. Yeah, and I'll chump there. That's fine. We could play Castle Locthwain here, but all right. Yeah, the problem with Castle Locthwain is we wouldn't have the ability to mutate Snapdax. We could get Veto down, which would be significant. It would definitely help against Speaker of the Heavens. Yeah, it would definitely help with what we're doing. Oh, Veto, you're not what I wanted here. I mean, you're good. I like you, but you're not what I needed. Urgh. All right, so I'm going to throw Veto with the understanding that we are going to need to batten down the hatches and take a little bit of a hit next turn. But that's okay. That's okay. We are going to go ahead and open up our face for some punishment next turn as I'm knocking over my microphone. But yes, that is perfectly okay. Because once we have Veto down, Snapdax can do his thing or her thing. I'm not exactly sure. Can do the cat thing. And we should be in pretty good shape. Now, our opponent is building up a pretty impressive board state, but fortunately, yeah, Veto here is going to be hitting our opponent for 5, which isn't nothing. So that alone is fairly significant. And just my hope is that one of our lifelinkers... Ooh, Fight is 1. That is a very good card that I forget about consistently. Yeah, but, well, so it is. Yep. And so it goes, as they say. All right. So, yeah, next turn this is going to hurt. Just candidly, we're going to be in for some pain next turn. But that's okay. Because our opponent's in for some pain right now. And then, on our next turn, our opponent's going to be in for even more pain. And that's delightful. All right. All Seed of Life's Bounty is also going to help us keep Veto alive this turn, which is clutch. Especially because our opponent's playing a mono color. I mean, I could crack this thing for white, you know, give it protection from white right now. And I probably wouldn't be too mad. Yeah. I am actually going to go ahead and block here. And crack the All-Seed. For pro-white, which is going to prevent all of the damage. So it having lifelink isn't actually going to matter, because it's not going to deal any of that damage. It's fine, though, because Hushbringer still procs. Alright. That's fine. This is all fine, believe it or not. I'm not concerned for a second. We'll be okay. Yeah, this actually is about to be violent. And I'm here for it completely. All right. So this is going to be Death Touch and Lifelink and direct damage. Let's put Snappy on top to send a message. All right, I'm going to blast that Hushbringer because it's the one I can't block. Boom. Our opponent has to double check the card real quick because, like, wait, what? It does what? Yeah, you're right. That's the correct response. Boom, boom. Now, do we swing or do we hold back? I think we hold back because they're trying to beat us through combat, and we have Death Touch and Double Strike. Those two things together produce devastating effects for our opponent, and that's beautiful. I love creating devastating effects for our opponent. Cool. You're swinging into this? You're swinging into this. You know what that tells me? That tells me that you have another fight as one in your hand, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump. All right. Cool. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with any combat chicanery. Especially because if we draw a land that can come into play untapped next turn, I can just kill the things directly with Batra. And that's nice. Yup. And just like that, we just drew a board wipe, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and tuck you under. Target that. We're going to target that. Going to create some more life linkers. Oh, Batra is a beautiful card. I don't know if you knew that, but Batra being Dirgebat, that is the non-Godzilla name. Yeah, Dirgebat is... Card is so good. When the Ikoria spoilers first came out, I remember looking at Dirgebat going, that one. I think that one is really, really good. There was another fight as one in hand. Okay. Mother flippin' called it. But we still got him. Still got him. Ooh, up to 91% on the mythic. You know what I think that calls for? That's right. Sometimes you just gotta dab on those fools. I can't help it. It's not my fault. I didn't make the rules, okay? I didn't make the rules. Sometimes you just gotta dab on fools. It's the fool rules. It's a thing. Just trust me. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. That has been Mutate in action. I feel like this deck is pretty solid. It's got some potential. So, thanks for watching. You are a good person, and you deserve to be happy. I'll catch you next time.